Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
And this is Megan with Believe in the Run.
We're all from Believe in the Run. That's cool. Did you guys?
It's a town you might have heard of from Awesomenville, USA.
I like that.
Wait,
Okay.
Coolsville.
that would be a town in a town. Doesn't work.
Coolsville, USA.
Yeah, nothing screams cool like Cool's being from Coolsville, USA.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a happening daddy.
Yeah. Put that on the resume.
Yeah. Hey, so this is our podcast, The Drop, which you will hear weekly, dropping on Fridays and Friday. So you're lucky. Here you are today with us. We're going to be getting into it today. We've got a lot to talk about. Orioles baseball.
Yeah.
Do you know what Thomas did this morning?
He probably did a good workout.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I get more energy after a workout.
Yeah. I don't know either.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start sabotaging you.
Here's the problem with the workout, though. Like, I had Megan pacing me, which was fantastic. Like, rarely ever gets to happen, but she's tapering. So running a 7:05 1K is like a slow run for her.
Yeah.
So anyway, she came out and she paced me for 4 of my laps. And the last one, she's like, I got to go.
To the bathroom.
No, actually, she's being really good. Like, normally, Meg, if she gets like 5 miles from a coach, she'd be like, nah, whatever. I'll just do what I want.
Yeah.
Today she was like, Thomas, I'm getting pretty close to 5 and I got to run home. So can you do the last repeat on your own?
I like it. Yeah. I mean, this is nerve central right here.
Yeah. And I took it as a challenge.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll drop the hammer now that you're gone.
Oh, just to show her. Just when she checks your Strava later, be like, wow.
Yeah, can you handle it? Yeah, I can handle you not being there.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I really loved having her as a pacer because you know when someone's running next to you and it looks effortless?
I think so.
And
Sounds
it makes
like
it seem like you shouldn't be working so hard.
Yeah.
So
what about when somebody's running next to you and they're working so hard?
I hate that. Like
That's
when
the
you're
worst.
in a race and the person next to you is like,
Yeah.
and you're like, dude, just slow down and back off a little bit.
It's like they're giving CPR to a ghost.
Okay, top ghost you'd want to give CPR to.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to think of ghosts that are like attractive. I don't know.
Yeah, they'd have to die young.
But then I'm like, but also like when I was a kid, wasn't there a movie with Christina Ricci where she was a ghost or something?
Yeah, called Casper.
Oh, was she the main person in that?
No, but I think she wants to die to be next to Casper.
Is Casper male?
I feel like I was a teenage.
Casper was, I would say, gender neutral. He was fluid.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right, because if you lift up that sheet, I don't even know what you'd find under there.
Holes.
She was, hold on.
How can I get out of this topic?
Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see. Christina Ricci. She wasn't Casper, but I don't think she was a ghost. I think she was just like a friend of the ghost. Oh, like Casper is a friendly ghost, so I'd imagine he has a lot of friends.
Yeah, he's very personable. I think he wrote a book like How to Win Friends and Influence Ghosts.
Yeah. She was 13. She was 13 when that movie came out, and I was 13 at the same time. So that
You're like, I could get her.
That makes it totally. I was like making sure we were on the same.
Yeah, Robbie wasn't 30.
Yeah.
Looking at a 13-year-old going,
I had to clarify that.
Anyways.
So
yeah, we'll get back to the workout here. So Meg left, and I dropped the hammer like I wanted to. But my splits, Robbie, and I was using the Coros Apex Pro 2, and Meg was using the Coros Pace 3.
Okay.
Meg was a good 10 seconds faster than me on every split, and she ran next to me. So, and I know Meg's watch isn't off because Meg's been doing all this training and everything. And
I can tell when I look at the Strava maps and my lines are straight. That's when I know it's accurate.
But why are mine so far off? Anyway, of course, mine were a little slower.
Okay, yeah.
But the difference is I did take 10 seconds off of even the slower one when I did the one by myself. So it's a win.
Okay.
But
Did you run in the Adios Evo 1?
No, I didn't. I don't want to
good.
put any more miles on that until I have a race. Yeah. I mean, I want to. That shoe is fun. I want to get back into it, but
Yeah.
we had a good
No,
run
I saw
on-
you running. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I saw you running in the Alpha Fly.
Yeah.
Actually, I heard you running in the Alpha Fly. That thing was
Dude.
click-clacking all the way home. You passed me when I was walking my kids to school today. I was like, I'm pretty sure I heard you from three blocks away.
Well, that pair,
What's the deal with that?
So I got a pair, of Alpha Fly ones that, I don't remember where I got them from, but they were one of like the last pairs. So they've been in a box for like a year or something. And then I did a workout a couple weeks ago and I forgot about it, that they click. Like they make a.
Yeah.
And
hopefully that's annoying to the listeners as it is
to everybody
running past today.
Well, Megan had to do.
Yeah, that's really why I left. I was like, I gotta get out of here. It's fucking clicking.
I believe that.
Yeah, so my pair clicked, and I'm just like, and it's not something you can return to Nike at this point, but yeah.
Well, yeah, we can get into our long run that we had this past weekend, but I actually want to hear about what's going on with Megan first.
Can we first talk about a sponsor? Because we got a couple to talk about today.
Only if it's Kodiak.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have a new sponsor this week.
Yeah.
Kodiak.
What up, Kodiak?
I mean, we talked about them before, but now it's official. We're officially dating.
Yeah, they're in.
Dude,
They're in the DMs.
I've been on the Kodiak train for a while. I have eaten their pancakes. I had their Teddy Grahams loaded up before they even came on board.
I mean, I gotta say, Robbie, their branding looks like something that Robbie would like. I see you going into like
this is on
an
par.
unfinished wood cabin with like that. It's a good store in Colorado that is like, help yourself if you need any help. I'm right here behind the counter.
Like an old miner just standing there with a pickaxe and his shovel.
Exactly. So you grab a cast iron pan and some Kodiak.
Okay, anyway, so
I'm just went on another tangent there. Okay,
their
go
most
ahead.
recent product is peak oatmeal, which is basically oatmeal with protein added. So you get 20 grams of protein in every serving, which is pretty substantial.
They gave us 3 flavors.
They did.
Yeah.
What are they? Blueberry cream, banana nut, and maple brown sugar.
Berries and cream, maple and brown sugar, and banana.
What's your favorite?
Berries and cream is my favorite.
See, I was surprised.
See, I think that would be the third out of the 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm maple syrup and then shockingly banana nut and then.
I do feel like the flavor is surprising because honestly, I thought I was only going to like the maple.
Uh-huh.
And actually, the other 2 are pretty good.
Yeah, put that banana nut with some ice cream, make a banana split. You're good to go.
No.
Don't you feel like they need to do like
Don't
a
do that.
mixed like box though, like of all the flavors? Because
You could mix them yourself.
I know
They
but
do
then
have a variety
Sampler?
pack. Yeah.
All right.
We're also going to put a recipe on the website using the
that's exciting.
oatmeal, and we're going to turn them into cookies.
But that
Get
was the thing. I
excited.
thought I was getting them this weekend. I
didn't-
didn't get
it
any
didn't happen.
cookies.
It didn't happen. It'll happen soon.
Yeah.
I don't even think you're going to need to add sugar.
Don't you worry.
No, so the peak oatmeal has 40% less sugar than the regular oatmeal,
Yeah.
which that's probably why I like the berries and cream more because it's a little bit sweeter and I'm addicted to sugar. So
The maple.
yeah,
They're all pretty sweet.
They're all I what I did was I like to take. We don't even have that. I bought them at the store. The Teddy Graham, their version of Teddy Grahams.
Would they just be called graham cracker bears?
They're like graham cracker bears. They're way tougher than Teddy Grahams. Teddy Grahams would get decimated by these Kodiak Grahams, and so
You're saying strength wise.
Yeah.
Like if they were in that
strength.
slap contest.
Yeah.
What's ultimate slap? What
Oh,
is
they're
that
called
contest?
Bear Bites.
Bear Bites.
Bear Bites.
Yeah, I'm pitching another brand this whole time. But they have protein in them too. I like to crumble them up, put them on the oatmeal. It really
Add a little
gives
crunch.
you a little crunch to that.
I could dig this. Where's my Bear Bites?
I don't think
I actually
get
like
some.
putting those Bear Bites in some yogurt too. So actually, when I came back from my long run, I did oatmeal and Icelandic yogurt, whatever, with the Bear Bites. I probably got like 50 grams of protein.
But you,
straight up.
as a male, need more. So
Yeah, and I had that protein mix that I mixed in with there. It was
Okay.
Okay, you might have gotten too much.
Yeah,
there.
you went
Really?
nuts. Yeah, are you roiding out?
Oh yeah.
Did you yell at the kids a lot this weekend?
Puts an H. I did. They were being terrible. Anyways, so what else do we have to say?
Wait, you know what I would say? You know how you're going to do a cookie recipe?
Yeah,
Robbie just gave his breakfast recipe.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll put that one on the website. We'll see.
Bear Bites.
Yeah.
So-
The trick is you have to find a thing of yogurt on the ground before you come home from your run.
Or just leave some milk in a crack on the street. Wait till it hardens up.
All right.
All right, so if you guys want to get on some of this peak oatmeal, you can go to kodiakcakes.com/BIR, and that will get you 20% off.
Burr. Now it is kind of crazy because normally
What?
it's BITR, but this one, make sure you put BIR.
And Robbie will put it in the show notes,
Oh, it's
too.
BIR is the code?
Yeah. No, it's just kodiakcakes.com/BIR.
Oh, okay.
It's a landing page.
Okay, gotcha.
Believe in run.
We'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
All right, first check-in. Man, this is the exciting time of year. You get to watch Berlin. Now you either get, or you may have run it, but now you get Chicago, and we're going to be all pumped up. Obviously, we're pretty excited for Chicago. We want to see how Megan does. But this is the fun part of running. So even if you're not running races, you kind of feel that energy, and you feel like people have built up and they've done their training, and now they get to have the fun and party and, see how they're going to do and put their work to the road. So we're wishing everybody good luck out there if you're running or racing, and we'll catch you in a second.
But speaking of peak, Megan, you peaked for the Chicago Marathon.
I did. It's all over now.
You're tapering.
Yeah. This is my least favorite time of the year.
Are you losing your mind?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Slowly.
losing my mind for you.
Yeah. But
It makes me nervous. I just try to put it, not even think about it, because it makes me nervous.
Okay, that's what I was telling her the other day. This might have been yesterday. I was like, Meg, if you win, we all win. Like, I feel like you're carrying all of faster
Don't
bastards.
put this
Believe in
on
the
me.
You're
run.
I don't need
legitimizing our
this.
entire company. None of us are real runners.
I know with the Evo one. I wish Megan got the shoe to review. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Like you're.
me too, guys. Me too.
But here's the thing: you can't run as fast as Megan, so you should be glad that I'm reviewing it, so
Yeah.
that you have a normal person,
All right.
not a superhero.
Exactly. So you're in taper. What does that mean? Because I don't think I've tapered for a while. So
Reduced mileage quite a bit.
okay.
So what?
A normal taper for you and I would probably be like
I'm on the couch, dude.
basically like we get 10 miles. May's gonna get 60 miles this week.
Yeah, but there's a marathon at the end. There's 26 miles. So, it's
And it's basically like a 1 week taper. You know how like you would have a 2 week taper, like you'd start
Well,
cutting down your
okay.
miles.
Hold on. So what did you do for your long run this past weekend?
I had a workout Saturday and then a 12-mile run on Sunday.
Okay. That seems reasonable, I guess.
So I had 67 miles last week, which it probably would have been a little bit less, but because I had that the couple days that I took off and missed a couple workouts, it wasn't like a full-on taper. So actually, what was really, really good is my last marathon pace workout was last week. It was 3x3 miles at quote marathon pace, and it was
What is that?
it was the first time where a 5:58 felt like this feels like I can hold this.
Sick.
So, I mean, mind you, I did 3 miles at a time at that, so it felt fine, but we'll see. I will say Chicago weather is looking
Oh man, you
really
are
good.
golden.
Robbie, are you checking it?
Yeah, every day.
Oh, geez.
See, I said I was going to stop once I saw it looked good, but I can't stop.
I'm gonna have to wear a
I
puffer
check it.
jacket to spectate.
I mean, it's crazy right now. What is it?
It was like 44 low,
I've seen it
55 high.
I've seen it different on weather.com. Seems like a joke. Throw that one out.
That's the one Megan uses.
Oh,
Don't
really?
say
That is the one I use.
Am I looking at Chicago or am I looking at Baltimore? Oh, I'm in Baltimore. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch
Baltimore.
to Chicago and see.
But
we
what's
got.
also really exciting is that the field in Chicago is insane.
Uh-huh.
And they're going for American records. And with this weather, I can't help but think it's going to fall again.
Do you know what's weird? One of the runners that runs for Adidas is doing Chicago, and
Dominique.
Dominique, and she doesn't have the Evo ones. She's like, I'm jealous.
Wow.
That's insane, isn't it?
Is she
Like they're giving them to
is
Kafuzi.
she an elite?
She's a professional athlete training with Emma Bates on Team Boss.
Yeah, that seems pretty elite.
Yeah, she's elite. Oh, she's also an Olympian.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
2-time Olympian, by the way.
Wow. I mean, you were looking golden because you're sandwiched between two
Yeah, that's the key. That's
lows
the
of
key.
45s and highs of mid 50s. I
Yeah.
mean, you really can't ask for a better.
I mean, don't say anything.
Partly cloudy. What?
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh.
This is crazy.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the pins are falling into place. Megan's lucky number is 8. It's on October 8th. What's your number?
My bib number is 688.
No rain in sight. I mean, you can't really ask for anything better.
Yep. Ben
Ask the
Johnson's
8-ball.
going to be out there. I think he and I are going to try and run some
Oh.
of it or all of it together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Will he pace you? Or is that his like?
I mean,
goal?
it's his PR.
I think it would be like you guys running together to
Hard,
achieve a hard goal.
Yeah.
And the goal would be 1:36.
That would be a world record by a lot.
An hour?
Yeah.
2:36, right?
2:36.
2:36.
59.
We don't even have to include just 2:36. Who cares? As long as it's got a 2 and 3 and a 6.
So you've run Chicago before?
Yeah.
How many times?
Just once.
Once.
I think it was 2018, and it poured the whole time.
Wow. So you know what to expect. You know what the course is like.
Yeah.
Is there any weird parts that you're?
We
nervous?
also spectated Jordan Trofe when he was doing the 3 for 3. So
Very
not only do
familiar
you
with
run
the
it,
course,
but you got to see like, okay, yeah, I remember there's an uphill here.
Are there any weird parts that you're nervous about?
I think mile 18, there's like this slow, it's not a hill, but it's like
a bridge.
Yeah, it's a bridge, and it just hits at like that really uncomfortable spot at 18 where you've been like cruising in flat for so long. And then you have to change to a slight uphill.
What about the end?
That tiny, once you're there, either you're doing it or you're not.
Yeah.
So that little hill at the end that people call Mount, what do they call it?
I don't know.
All right. So, okay. So are you doing anything differently in preparation for race day, like mentally or just, I don't know,
She got a massage.
nutritionally?
I always reread all my like mindset books about running the
our
taper week.
Couch looked like a library last night.
Yeah. So
There's like 5,
It's like,
10
it's
books
like
out.
Harry Potter's, like,
Yeah.
And
It's
then
like
we're
she's
not-
trying to solve a mystery.
yeah.
we're not like hosting any shakeout runs or doing anything like work intensive before the race. We're gonna do some stuff after, but
Well, we're going to go to the Kafuzi
yeah.
pizza run. I don't know. It's going to be fun. And it's like a 3-mile shakeout. And
But normally when we go to these marathon majors, we're like
working.
hosting stuff.
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
Like we're not doing any of
That's
that.
good.
Yeah.
Nice. And what shoe are you wearing for race day?
99% sure it'll be the Alpha Fly 1 Audacious colorway. I did get a pair of
Prototypes.
I have to call them prototypes. New Balance shoes that I'm going to wear for my workout tomorrow.
Robbie, you saw them. What do you think?
I mean, they look sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look
Probably
sick.
the coolest looking.
I
One
like
of the
it.
coolest looking race shoes.
I do like the look. Here's the problem is that I like the look of the proto, and it doesn't have all like the coloring thrown in and all that stuff. And I actually think I mean, it's too late. They would hate me for saying this, but like, go simple. Like they're putting like paint and stuff on the midsole and stuff like that. Like, let's keep it clean.
I like that.
Give me an all white shoe all day long.
It looks so good.
Right. That's cool though. I mean, that's interesting. Do you think you would actually run in that for Chicago though?
She's gonna work out tomorrow on it.
I really like, so when I got it, I like ran up and down the neighborhood just for fun, and it feels really good.
Oh, wow.
But I've been doing all my training in the Alpha Fly.
Right.
It would, I was telling Thomas, I think mentally I need to have every possible advantage in my head. And if something's different, I just feel like it's just too soon. Like if I had this earlier, maybe.
This is what I'm saying about that Adidas shoe. I'm like, I think that's why they used the version with the Continental rubber outsole. I think all the athletes were so used to that feel that they wanted something that felt familiar.
To me, it's funny because I've run in it, and all these people are commenting about how it doesn't have the grip because you see it in Berlin. I'm like, none of you have held the shoe. None of you have seen the shoe. You have a lot of opinions on it.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, the grip on that rubber is surprisingly tacky. The only thing I would possibly be worried about is because it's so smooth on the bottom. Mm-hmm. If there was that like water, like with the, like sometimes like you're running in the streets and there's water mixed with oil or something like that.
Yeah.
There's no place for that to go. So, there's no, like even in the Continental, there's like micro, like little scratch. What would you even call them? Micro?
I know what you mean. Like sort of like I don't know.
Texture.
Textures.
The smooth liquid rubber is like completely glass.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So that's cool. When do you get to Chicago?
Friday afternoon.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm doing a 20-mile run on Friday morning if you want to go.
Probably gonna pass on the 20 miler. But we had a 20 miler this past weekend.
Well, I did
Or-
19.
Yeah.
You did 20.
Yeah. And Jarrett came along and he was supposed to do 16 and he did 20 too.
I was supposed to do 18.
Yeah.
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 You guys all kind of just merged.
And I will tell you, it was a lot of fun. You know, we got there and we had like a 7-mile warm up. And then I had 2-mile repeats at, I guess, marathon pace.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to do it really when we got there. Luckily, Robbie was like, let's just do.
I was like, just do one.
Yeah.
Just feel bad after one. You don't have to do it.
And then it felt good.
Yeah.
Poor Jarrett getting dragged.
He was not trying to do workout. But he stuck with it.
He did. I was
there.
surprised because he kept saying every time before we'd start,
Yeah.
he'd be like, if I fall back behind, guys,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
No,
Just
he
keep
hung.
going. Yeah.
And that was good. I thought that was nice because I hadn't done anything. I haven't done a 20 miler since I think I did like one this year before Boston. And
Well,
then
you did a 20-miler in Tokyo.
right, besides the
And Boston.
actual races. But that's a lot different than just going out around Baltimore City and running 20 miles.
We did a little bit of a Robbie route.
Yeah, you got to.
We got to see some in Dundalk.
Got to go to some weird places.
You got to run in the road because the sidewalks are so overgrown and like there's one that you would need a machete to get through.
It's impassable. Yeah. But I like it out there because you don't see, there's just literally nobody. Like you don't pass a person. There's cars and trucks going to the
You
ports.
might pass a body,
You might. Yeah.
but they're
Always
gone.
shocked I haven't
Again,
yet.
a ghost.
That's true. It is spooky season. We ran out there. That was fun. And yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good overall. Like all things considered. Now I ran in the Nike Vomero 17, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Got some blister action from that.
Oh no.
See, and that's always hard.
How did the blister patches work that I gave you, or that Thomas gave
I
you?
haven't
rather?
used it yet.
Oh.
well, you gave them. They're your.
So there's
patches.
this one on the side of my ankle here.
Yeah.
That where there was like rubbing.
That's your sankle.
Yeah, sankle. And that was the most annoying one because it only started at mile 7 or so.
This is a low. What was that even rubbing?
I don't.
It was
know.
rubbing
I don't know.
like
I
here,
think-
May.
Yeah, that.
This piece. See, Robbie also, I think going out on a 20-mile run in a shoe that you don't have that many miles in a no-show sock might have been a
don't be
bad.
But I've
No.
never gotten a blister there in my life. So,
Okay,
I don't
fair.
know.
You know, Megan has had a blister on the same foot, but not from this shoe.
Okay.
Like the same spot.
And then I got a blister under.
SC Elite.
I got
Is
a.
that the SELE?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That thing
nice.
destroys my foot.
I got a bigger blister behind my big toe, but that's the one I asked you for the Band-Aid for, but then it just kind of went away. So it died down, so I really don't.
Here's a question I have though. So you didn't have, how many runs in the Vomero did you have before that? Like a 3-mile run?
A 4.5 mile run before that.
So it's almost like a brand new shoe that you're going out and doing 20 miles in. Do you think it was the shoe that gave you the hot spot?
No,
the
I
blister,
think.
Or do you think?
I actually think it was partially my fault. I don't think I locked it down. Like I didn't. You know how you just have to figure out the lacing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I did a good job of that, so I'm not blaming it. Maybe the side one on my sankle. Maybe
I'm sorry. Why are we calling it a sankle?
It's
side ankle.
Okay.
I think that's pretty obvious.
Sorry.
Do the math. S plus ankle, side plus ankle equals sankle.
Ankle.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
Best part of waking up.
Yeah.
It's ankle in your cup.
Anyways, so it was a good time. It was a fun little run we had out there.
I loved it. Like I couldn't. It went by very quickly. What's so funny?
Nothing.
Just sankling it up.
No.
Oh.
Do I have a Kipchoge hanging out?
Oh man. Hopefully not.
That's what I'm gonna call him from now on. We coined a new term.
I don't want to start talking about that again because I've
Yeah.
could talk about that for. It was just such a marvel of nature. to
Robbie,
see that
your
happening.
email that you sent last Friday about it, Thomas told me to read it out loud, and I was sitting on
no.
the couch
And she couldn't
drinking
get it
wine,
out.
and I was laughing so hard I couldn't read
I
it.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
It
You
was
don't know
good.
how hard it was to try and come up with like 4 different names for a snot rocket.
You did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
like the Mario Kart. That was good.
I mean, I actually started believing that in my head, thinking maybe like I made that up, kind of just came into my head, and then I thought maybe that is real, where he was using it as a defense mechanism, like saving those snot rockets in case somebody was gonna creep past him in the later miles, and he was saving them just to like fling it on them or like shoot it over.
That's
their
quite
way.
the story that
I
you
think at that
created
point,
there.
if you wipe
That's,
that,
if you could take any edge that you have, that would be an edge.
Yeah, but that's probably like more weight on your face at this point if you're working on
Wind
edges like that.
Wind resistant.
I have a feeling if you did like the swipe on that, it's not going to do anything but spread it all over your face.
Yeah, well, it already is spread out. It's already on your face. I don't know. I was just thinking if he was like Nike, they use every tool at their disposal. I thought maybe a huge snot rocket could come into play.
Well,
I'm not saying it's not.
Okay.
I will tell you, you know how you saw me in the clickety clacks this morning?
Yeah.
Megan was in these Vomeros.
Uh-huh.
I wish I was so comfortable running like 705
Yeah.
in a pair of daily trainers.
That'd be nice.
And it just was effort. Like, I was at the end of the workout, you saw me, I was pretty sweaty.
How did his face look? Remember how we were talking about faces?
I thought you looked okay.
Okay.
I recognized you.
That's pretty
That's good. The kids did. And is like,
I guess the nice thing about runner face is that when we're all when AI has taken over and there's facial recognition software everywhere, they're not going to know who you are at the end of a run.
that's
Solid.
true.
Yeah.
Like, I can't unlock my phone.
You can you can evade detection. Do you have any sunglasses that you wear that you can't unlock your phone with?
Like
Yeah.
all of them.
What is up with that? I only have one. It's only one pair of mine, but
Well, which one is it for you?
It's that pair I found on the ground. That's Saint Laurent. Well, it's probably because they're too fancy for
Yeah,
me.
they're probably like,
Does not compute.
Robbie would never spend that much on sunglasses.
Probably what it is. I can never. It's so frustrating though, because who wants to?
Do you feel fancy in those?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. There's some things
You
feel
found him on the
fancy.
ground?
He bought a linen shirt, Meg.
I found him in Canton when I was walking home from taking my kids to school. It's just they were in the middle of the street in perfect condition, not even a scratch on them, like brand
That's
new.
wild.
Yeah.
Do you know who wouldn't have picked them up?
Anyone else?
Yeah.
You maybe should start trying to do that. You can come upon some real treasures. I haven't found anything good lately though. That's been a real disappointment.
No Brillo pads in your Indian food?
Oh my gosh. Did you read that email?
Oh no. Yeah, tell. What was,
I think we have to make t-shirts. Hold
So,
on. I think I
was
have
it
that
an
email
was it
still
an
up.
email?
It was.
okay.
Someone wrote into us and the subject line was, and then I thought to myself, WWRD, which turns out it stands for what would Robbie do?
Nice.
Forget about Jesus.
Yeah.
So this is Adrian, and they said, I'm sending this message because about an hour ago I ordered delivery Indian, and as I'm pouring the tikka masala on the plate, I find a fairly long metal bristle, probably from a Brillo cleaning pad,
Makes sense.
in my sauce. My instant reaction to this is my brain, no idea, was WWRD, what would Robbie do? I calmly sift through the sauce, find no other foreign floaters, and commence the feast. No malice or anger, which might have been my normal reaction.
Like that. Yeah.
But he said he did get his 1950 back because F that.
Which also is what Robbie
that is
would
what
do.
I would do. So you won choose your own adventure. You did it. You got to the end. You got to the boss.
Megan,
the boss level.
if I found a hair or a piece of metal,
Dude, the entire meal, it wouldn't have just been like that one order. Like he would take everything and it would be in the trash.
and I'd never order from there again.
Yeah. And he wouldn't even get the money back because he would be like, it's too much
It's over.
work. It's too much effort. This
oh
is
really?
just
It'd be
trash.
over.
You're
now.
out of there.
Yeah.
Just like we don't need to talk about this ever again.
I'm trying to find I'm trying to think if I ever found anything in my food that like seriously deterred me from eating it. I don't think I've had any.
Probably something healthy.
Yeah. I once found some lettuce in my food and I was like, what happened here?
That's like little kids. Like remember when the kids are learning how to eat?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like Henry, you'd put like a sauce on it or something you didn't like.
Yeah.
Flip out.
There's like one
Like, there's a
tiny
drop
bit of
of
tomato
mustard.
in it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's over.
How does that even work?
Wait, what was the thing he didn't like the texture of the other day?
Tomato sauce.
Yeah, tomato sauce.
Loves pizza. Hated tomato sauce on pasta. I was losing my mind.
Oh my gosh, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost. I overreacted a little bit.
Oh, I would have the same way. It's so frustrating because it's totally illogical.
Yeah.
It makes zero sense.
He's like, it's the texture.
Sounds like Napoleon Dynamite.
It does.
All right, like Kip Dynamite.
Yeah.
The Fonda.
You're just jealous. I'm chatting with my girlfriend LaFonda.
Chatting online with hot babes.
Did you
Anyways.
take my chapstick?
Man, I'm surprised like they never did like a sequel to Napoleon Dynamite.
You don't
right?
need to.
I'm
It's a
really-
perfect
it really is.
Yeah.
I don't
it can
know.
only go bad.
I'm glad-
It's like the Dumb and Dumber movies.
That's
The
true, that's true.
Dumb and Dumber was so good, and then everything they did after it sucked.
Well, there was just one, right? Dumb and Dumber.
No, they did. They tried to do. Well, no,
There was more than one.
so they tried to do it with the young version of them, and do like a
I don't even
prequel.
remember that.
And then they came back and tried to do Harry and
Oh, that's right.
that again.
That's
but
right.
It was
Yeah.
it was unwatchable. Speaking of unwatchable, Meg, what did we watch this weekend?
Oh, wow. Robbie, do I have a movie for you?
Yeah. Okay, I'm interested.
The Meg 2.
Oh, there's a Meg 2?
It might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
It was so bad,
How was the
but we couldn't stop watching
It's not the
it.
worst, but it is painfully bad.
Meg 2 The Trench? Jason Statham's in it?
Yeah, he's in the first one too.
Do you know how much he gets paid to be in it?
No.
$20 million.
Really?
Do you understand that this movie was done by a Chinese company, and I think they needed like
I see. Like
A
a
star.
big star to, yeah.
and they're like,
So there's multiple megalodons in this one, just to give you a little preview.
Man, are they procreating in this one? Like creating more Megs?
Yeah,
but
and
with people.
Whoa.
No,
Dang.
there's also other monsters or whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
Dinosaurs and
It's
stuff.
a whole thing.
Are any of these things scary, or is it just a lot of special effects?
A lot of special effects, but they're not scary. Like,
It's like a thriller. It's not like
Okay.
scary.
Is there any plot line?
No.
As a matter of fact, there's several plot lines.
Yeah, but none of them intertwine or make any sense.
Yes.
And the little girl they used from the first movie,
Uh-huh.
you know how like you're like sometimes you're like, oh, they're growing up nicely.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh, like the kid from Sixth Sense? Like Haley Joel Osment?
Yeah.
Well,
He
did
took
you,
a turn for the worst.
Haley, if you're listening, because I know you do, you didn't take a turn for the worse. You just went with a
Or,
different
I mean,
look.
what's the dude, what's his name from, the vamp, and from Stand By Me, Corey Feldman. Yeah. I mean, he definitely, if I was a parent, there's no way I would ever want my kid to be in the, like acting in like Hollywood. It seems like a path for just to be a weirdo for the rest of your life.
Some kids make it out of it, but I do agree with you. I think that the distortion of reality
Yeah. is
going to set you up to have a difficult time.
Well, I remember listening to, I think Macaulay Culkin was on a podcast, and I was like, oh, I'll listen. This could be interesting because it's like, Home Alone, man. And it was one of the most boring things I've ever heard. You could tell he was trying to normalize himself and be like a normal person, but
I went to White Castle.
yeah, like it was just like a staged kind of, like it was just so boring because he's never had any real life experiences. He's only had this like Hollywood experience, which is just not connected to any reality.
I mean, he hung out with Michael Jackson. That says it all right there. Like, you don't get normal from that.
Yeah. Speaking of Michael Jackson,
Is that the ghost you resuscitate?
Yeah. No, I think I'm letting that one go. I mean, he was in. I mean, the Thriller video had a lot of ghosts in it, or
Yeah, it did.
undead things.
Yeah.
But did you ever see that thing where he wanted to experience what it was like shopping in a supermarket?
Yes.
And he paid like the supermarket, or his friends did this.
He
his
purchased
management.
basically the whole supermarket.
Yeah, so they shut it down for a day, and they had people like friends or acquaintances shop around in it, so it looked like real people shopping in the store. And then he went in and bought his own groceries, like without people freaking out or anything.
Like, had a list.
Because he just wanted to know what it was like to
That's
shop in a supermarket.
the weirdest thing ever.
Very weird. Well, that happened recently where Kim Kardashian rented a school bus for her kid, I think,
Yeah.
for Northwest, because she wanted to
Go to school.
he wanted to go to school, like experience what it was like to go to school. So
I'm sure they can just pay someone to
she
drive a
ran-
school bus around all day.
right?
Yeah.
Limo service.
Which, I mean, yeah, I guess I kind of get. My kids have never been on a school bus. Well, maybe
Yeah,
for
field trip.
A field trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think Haley Joel Osment, if you're listening, you're probably not. But actually, I
He was in the Entourage movie.
I like the way he looks. I think he turned out okay.
You like the way he looks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the.
I mean, he
you're gonna
does-
like the way you look.
He
What's that?
does look like somebody you'd hang
That
out
Men's
with.
Warehouse.
Yeah, if you told me that was your friend, I'd be like, okay.
I'd be
Yeah.
like, Robbie's like, I could see a knock on the headquarters door. He's like, hey, I got to meet my friend. And Haley Joel Osment walks in.
Yeah. He sees dead people. He knows
He
what's
does.
up with ghosts.
Yeah.
Robbie, did you choose your?
Look at Megan just coast right over it.
No, it's okay.
I heard it.
She got it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about ghosts though.
Because you're scared?
Your fantasy football team, Kelsey, Travis, because you knew about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That's why you picked him.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, you mean when we were drafting, did I know about Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
They weren't dating at that time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but-
were.
Wait, were they?
Yeah,
No, I think he was like, I would like to meet her.
it was already.
I
a
pick
thing.
Travis Kelce every year because it's just he's the best tight end on. It's very hard to find a tight end of that caliber. You know.
See, there's so many tight ends.
Did you watch
There really
the
are.
documentary, Kelsey?
No,
It's not really on him; it's on his brother. More.
Okay, I knew they
Megan
had a
thought it was great. I thought it was.
I knew they had a podcast together. It seems cool. I never really got have listened to it.
It's
but
about the foosball.
yeah. I mean, it seems fine. But I'm trying not to get caught up in the Taylor Swift type. There's just too much Taylor Swift going on. It's just I can't get in.
That's why I'm bringing
Too
it up.
much.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
My kids come home from
Wait.
school every day because his teacher's like obsessed with Taylor Swift and she's always playing in the classroom. So then he's asking to play the songs. I'm like
This is amazing.
Stop.
Send the boys over. We'll play Taylor Swift all day
That's
long.
how they get indoctrinated into things.
it is.
Let me ask you a question. We're talking about our fantasy football league. So we have a Believe in the Run fantasy football league.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do this week?
Oh, this week was great. I won by a lot. So
Megan?
4-0.
that's
4-0.
And I also won. So we are 3 winners.
I'm still in 10th place, but
Now here's
not 12th anymore.
here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I play maybe the most obnoxious person in the league. Very cocky, thinks they're always winning, always outperforming everybody. Do I try my best to beat them and they would have to beat me at my
Are you
best?
playing Meg this week?
Yeah.
Do they also set your lineup most other weeks? They sure do.
dude.
They sure do.
You Meg setting your lineups? I'm gonna kick you out of the league.
I told him, I was like, don't worry, I'll set your lineup this week. You're good to go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm the commissioner of the league, so I'm gonna have to kick you out.
No, what I'm going to do
fine you.
is I'll come to you this week and you can help me. I was like, there's 2 things I could do. I could help Meg
Yeah.
and just because she's 4-0, I could definitely just take a knee. But wouldn't it be funny if her husband was the one to take her out?
No
would
one's
be
laughing. No one's laughing.
I mean, if you're gonna come out with a dub in Chicago, you got to take an L somewhere else to balance things out.
Oh,
See, that'll be the thing, is if I don't come out with the W in Chicago, you better prepare to lose.
You're gonna blame it on the fantasy football league.
Yeah.
it is
We
a
should
good
do-
weekend for football, though.
We should do a fantasy football running, like a fantasy marathon league.
I know. I think we should.
be
I don't know
kinda cool.
I don't know how that works, but we should
Like
do it.
we look at the available professional female runners and the available professional male runners,
Yeah.
and do a draft.
Yeah. And then
There's not enough though.
And in the time,
no
it would
across
take
all
like a
marathon
ye-
across the fall.
Yeah, but it'd take like a year.
No, just a fall.
The fall, that's good. The fall season, we could do that.
We're a little late though. We'd have to.
We missed it.
We missed Berlin.
Yeah. And I only know like 3 marathoners, so
Like Kipchoge would have gotten you some points.
yeah, I'd have to do way too much research into this.
You have to learn about running.
Now I
And
do,
how to pronounce some
what's
names.
what's the women's field at Chicago look like?
Oh my
Insane.
God.
Okay,
Pull it up, man.
I've only seen the men's.
Emily
one.
Sisson, Emma Bates, Molly Seidel,
Dominique.
Des Linden,
Whoa.
Dom Scott. That's just off the top of my head.
I think Deanna Curry.
Is any of the Diana Nakuri?
Yeah, Diana Curry.
See, I know some.
What did I say? Did I say Diana or
You
Deanna?
said Princess Diana.
Yeah, I'm always doing it wrong.
Just kidding.
Like, oh, that's a ghost that you
said
could resuscitate.
Diane Warwick. Oh yeah. No,
And
I
I was
that
just name
paparazzi
dropping
business.
the Americans.
Do you know how happy Prince Harry would be with you if you brought his mom back?
I really don't care that
You might get
again,
knighted.
That's a. I don't. The only thing more annoying.
Sir Robbie.
The only thing more annoying to me than Taylor Swift is the.
Oh, come on.
And I actually enjoy Taylor Swift, but just too much. But the royal family stuff, that's one of the more. I don't get. I just hate everything about it.
Why?
I hate every time it's brought up.
Huh? What about the Roman Empire?
I don't understand why I should care. I just don't understand why I should care about it anyway.
Did you know Galen Rupp was running Chicago?
I did know he was
I
running.
just saw. I thought he was like gone. I don't know what he's doing. I know he just
I
doesn't.
feel like Connor Mance is probably the American who I would pick.
Yeah, I mean, Galen's the only one that has a faster time than him.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's happening there.
Galen seems to.
Matt McDonald's the other American with a 209.
I prefer Burger King.
Yeah. The Whopper.
Yeah, Steve, Burger King.
Whopper over Big Mac or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got that flame broiled sharp.
You know who's never had Burger King?
What?
Name another fast food place.
Taco Bell.
Never had that either.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No Burger King, no Taco Bell. Ever. And I just want to take her Taco Bell because Taco Bell,
Not
you got to
doing
live
it.
Moss.
Not doing it. I've gone this long in my life. I'm not eating it now.
All right.
Wait, no. How have you not had Burger King before? Flame broiled. You never had you never tasted flame broiled.
No.
It's
Oh
so
my
good.
gosh, dude.
I had a problem with Whoppers for a while.
What do you mean a problem?
It might be why I'm running today.
Oh, I never knew you were that deep into the Whopper game.
Dude, every time I went to the beach, I would stop at Burger King on the way down, get a nice Whopper meal,
Yeah.
chocolate shake.
Oh, ooh, chocolate shake in
I
there.
was living.
Do you get
I
the
was
onion rings
living.
and
Oh.
onion rings or French fries?
You know what I love the best? When you
I know.
ordered
I know what you're saying.
French fries and
Yeah.
they dropped accidentally some
Dude,
onion rings in your.
there's no better
bag.
surprise in life than getting an onion ring and a French fry.
We call them surprise.
Surprise. Did you really call
Yeah,
it?
we had like when you accidentally like when
A surprise.
like when your bag you
Oh,
get
that's good.
your fries out and there's fries at the bottom of the bag.
Yeah.
Ooh, surprise.
The baglers when you're done. We call them baglers. When you're done and there's some in the bottom. Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's like finding money.
It really is. See, you're kind of like that. You're a little bit scavenger.
I was going to say, that you guys are really relating on this one.
All right, second check-in. You know, it's always nerve-wracking to me. It's when you got to pack for one of these trips. And if you're packing for Chicago or packing for, I don't know, wherever you're going, I always tend to overpack. And I'm going to kind of recommend it. Especially this time of year, it gets warm, it gets cold. You don't know what you're going to get. So make sure you have a light jacket. You have gloves just in case race morning you need to have some toss-away gloves. Make sure they're in there. Make sure you have everything you could possibly need so that you're not scrambling or stressed out the day before the race trying to find gloves or something at the expo. You have everything. You're good to go. Then you can just spend money on whatever you want at the expo. You know, get that T-shirt. Do you know what Megan needs to do to get ready for Chicago?
What?
She needs to make sure she's getting her rest.
Yeah.
And do you know one of the best ways to do that?
Oh.
Yeah,
Solid.
eat a Whopper and then get the meat sweats and fall asleep.
That would. But what you want to fall asleep on is your Lagoon pillow.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so another sponsor this week is Lagoon Pillows, which we've talked about before.
You know, as long as we're packing bags that we're going to have to check on the plane to Chicago,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to bring my pillow. I always hate this, like thinking that someone else's head has been on that pillow. And
They usually clean the sheets.
It's not the pillows.
The pillow, you know, you're soaking it up.
Dude, my drool is on so
Oh.
many pillows.
Yeah.
But
See that?
not a Lagoon pillow because I'm sleeping so soundly. I'm just nothing else.
You don't Kipchoge on those?
No. Just
Do you remember the one you got?
I don't remember the name of it, but I slept on it last night, so that was cool.
I think I got the otter or the fox.
I think you got the Fox.
Okay.
Or maybe that's the one I got. But
I think I stole yours.
every time I remake the bed, every time Thomas goes, I think you stole my pillow. Every time. I never move it.
Why would you think that?
I feel like she takes my pillow.
Oh, you're a thief in the night.
I feel like she knows that my pillow is the best pillow.
I don't even want your pillow. Why would I take it?
Yeah.
Because the Lagoon pillow is really good.
Yeah, but I have one that was made for me because I took the quiz.
So you take a quiz online. You find out your sleeping style.
Yeah, it asks if you sleep on your side, on your stomach,
here's what I
hot,
did.
cold.
Lagoon sent us the stuffing that goes inside the pillow.
Yeah.
So I took one of them and I put more stuffing in it. So it's like really nice.
Yeah, and I don't want that, so I would never take that pillow.
Yeah, you can switch out the stuffing to your desired liking. Dude, you could probably make a pair of Adidas running shoes out of that stuff.
Dude, this pillow is a
probably what they're
lot
doing.
heavier than the Adidas shoe.
Yeah, but the foam is nice and comfortable like that.
Yeah.
Cool. So where do they go if we want to?
Yeah, so you can go to lagoonsleep.com/believe. There's a link on there to take the quiz. And then also, if you use code BELIEVE, you can get 15% off your first order.
Speaking of sleep, didn't you have a weird dream last night?
Yeah, I did. I woke up and I was like, what is happening?
Oh.
What was happening?
I can't explain that on this podcast.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
Dreams always sound awesome in your mind, and then when you start saying it out loud, it's never good.
Exactly. Yeah, and you're like, why am I still talking?
It's like the Meg 2.
But you're so emotionally invested in a dream that it seems like it should be important to everyone, but it never is. And that includes dreams in life, all your dreams.
Yeah.
Well, that took a
Gold
dark
times.
turn.
Just kidding. No, I was thinking. Sorry, this is it. But about the fast food stuff, what our conversation we just had. Whenever Jared and I share a hotel room, like on a trip, work trip, or Boston or whatever, like most of our conversation is just exactly what happened, comparing our favorite like Chick-fil-A sauces or Wendy's like menu items or
Like
donuts.
But haven't you visited it all before and now you're going back and doing it again?
Yeah, we just keep. It's endless.
It's a flat circle.
Yeah. And yeah, sometimes I see, and I don't eat that much fast food anymore really, but sometimes I see things that come out from Wendy's or Burger King and I just wish I could try it. There's just so many.
Well, we
things
did
these
that.
days.
Like we went straight to Chick-fil-A when they came out with the pimento.
Yeah, that was a good move.
I really want Megan to try Taco Bell.
Yeah, I'm actually not super invested in Taco Bell. Like I think it's okay, but I'm not super into it.
So when I grew up in California,
Yeah.
there wasn't Taco Bell here on the East Coast yet.
Oh, okay.
And so I grew up out there and I thought that was Mexican food. Like
Yeah, I
like-
mean,
It is technically.
no, it's tacos and all that stuff, but it's
Right.
not like when you go to like
you would think that's like
now
legitimate.
in our neighborhood we have here
Right.
some real authentic Mexican food and it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, I thought those were tacos and burritos. That's like
Yeah, like the real deal.
yeah, like the real deal.
That's
So
awesome.
when I came to the East Coast, at that time there was no Taco Bell. I was like, they don't have Mexican food over here.
Yeah.
The East Coast isn't as good at Chinese food as
Yeah, it makes
California.
sense.
But I guess New York probably has pretty good Chinese food. But
Did I ever tell you how when I was in the band we got like a sponsorship by Taco Bell for we won a contest and they gave us $500 in Taco Bell bucks.
What was this contest?
It was just like they were trying to support touring bands. So they pick like 5 or 10 bands that you apply and stuff, and they would give you $500 in checks of $5 increments, and they were actually of worth monetary value. So if you went to a Taco Bell
you could just take the $5.
and cashed it in and bought like one taco, you would get $4 back. And it was so confusing to the workers because they were like, they'd never seen it before. It's a crazy concept. But what we would do is we were probably more alcoholics than eaters. So we would just get a
Taco.
taco and have $4, for Keystone Lights. And
You're ready to go.
You're set for the day.
Live Moss.
You're done.
How long did the $500 last?
Probably like we were pretty conservative with them, so probably like a few tours. Yeah, handful of tours. Like because we didn't go there like every day, but it was nice to have it there. But it was it was awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember.
Thank you, Taco Bell.
Yeah, they did
kind of
it.
saved my life there.
They did a promotion at one point where it was like 10 tacos for $1 or something.
Oh yeah, you
And-
got the taco box or whatever.
Yeah. That was like heaven.
Yeah. You could. I mean, they probably kept half of America alive during that time.
I tried to do that. McDonald's
Think
had
about
a hamburger deal that was like $1. It's probably less $1 for the
Yeah.
little hamburger.
Yeah.
And I tried to like buy them up so that I could eat them later.
Mm-hmm.
They do not. Like you have to eat them right then.
Yeah, you can't save McDonald's hamburgers. I've tried.
It's bad.
But one of the saddest things is that you can't save fries. You can never reheat fries. It's just not a thing. But so along with the dollar menu items, I always think about this, and I don't go to strip clubs, So
Wait a second.
Thank you for clarifying.
This is news.
yeah, I've actually never been to one. So
That's 'cause
what's that?
you have your OnlyFans channel. That,
Yeah, exactly. I'll make you plenty of money on that side. But I've always wondered this is that with inflation and the devaluing of the dollar, would strippers not be making so much less money nowadays than they were, say 10 or 15 years ago? Because the dollar loses so much more value, and the next step up is a $5 bill.
This is what you're thinking about?
I don't think.
Dude, when you see, do you watch any videos, like especially in the hip hop genre?
Yeah, maybe not really.
They're usually tossing 20s around. They're not tossing singles.
But interesting. Okay, so is it like that much? That seems like a lot.
I mean, do you want attention, or do you want, like, if you give them a
I don't
dollar?
know. I've seen some strip clubs in Baltimore that I'm pretty sure dollars are flying around.
Oh yeah.
I've seen some places.
I think that you could probably in North Highland, where we are, you could throw quarters at people.
Okay, it's like a Chuck E. Cheese in there.
It is. That's about the quality of the dancing. You get those animatronic
You actually get tickets to cash in at the end of the night.
fur. All right. But to bring it back to running, should we talk about the Vomero?
Yeah.
Or are you not done with inflation?
I'm like, but do you know what I mean though?
I think that you should teach an class just on the economy and how to live in America.
Yeah.
Robbie style.
Okay. All
Like
right.
I think I envision you walking around with one of those coin belts, you know, like flick, flick, flick.
Oh yeah.
If I walked into Econ 101 and saw Robbie, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
checks out.
It would have to be 101.
Everybody
Maybe
grab.
negative 101.
We're gonna do this all with Taco Bell dollars.
Yeah. All right. I need you to apply to as many sweepstakes as possible. And see.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We actually worked at a place where we put on contests for sweepstakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There are armies of these. It seemed to be heavily female dominated.
Yeah, so they figured out like every sweepstakes or contest has to have official rules, which you upload online, obviously.
Right.
So as soon as those hit, they have like some,
Like a crawler or something.
yeah,
They
to
have,
find them.
but they have group, like in this case, it was back a few years. They had Facebook groups so that they would be like, alert everybody. Hey, this sweepstakes just went up. So anytime we did something, we would immediately get like thousands of letters
And they, like the company we worked for had this gamification system. So they figured out how to basically rig the whole system and win every time. And it was a nightmare.
Wait, what do you mean they figured out how to win?
Like you,
Now I'm very interested.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good example of one of them that's easy to explain. That's not
The
super
one with the
complicated.
phone, when we did the Sony phone.
Yeah, so Sony hired us to create a platform to create this gamification for people to sign up to be quote ambassadors.
I see what
But
you're
you
saying.
would get points based off of social shares or other things that you did online. And they just figured out ways to
Like they work
gamify the
together.
system and work together to win every time.
Yeah, that's something I would have done for sure.
Yeah. It's almost like little tiny sweepstakes terrorist cells.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you get these ladies and they were mad. Like if they didn't win, they're like, there's no possible way we didn't
Like
win.
there was lawyers involved in some of these. Like it
Whoa.
got crazy. Yeah.
That's
All for a Sony mobile phone.
Cell phone, yeah.
that's so crazy. That's now a brick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm drinking here?
Is this another ad? We have another one?
No, I was out of the electrolyte.
Yeah. Boo.
So I tried the element stuff.
Yeah.
I like it.
I still think it should be called LMNT.
We talked to them and I was like, is it not LMNT? And she's like, no, it's Element.
No,
And
we're
I'm
gonna-
like, I'm gonna keep calling it
Yeah.
LMNT.
You're like, it is now.
Yeah.
I like it because T is in my name.
Iced tea, that's what everyone calls you.
Isn't your middle name Thomas?
No, it's my kid's middle name.
Okay, there you go. I knew it was in the family.
Yeah.
It's your dad's name?
My grandpa's name.
Pop Pop.
Yep.
I like it.
Papa.
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 Yeah, no. My name sounds like I'm a freaking Confederate soldier.
Oh, that's right. You're Robert E. Lee.
It's just Robert Lee. It's because my grandpa's name's Lee, not because we're fans of the South.
That explained why you have that Confederate flag on your truck.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's faded by now, so
Yeah.
it just couldn't scrape it off the razor.
And before you write in or anything, Robbie is not affiliated with the Confederate flag.
Yeah.
Does not display it or have any items.
Or I don't have a truck.
Yeah, that's true. And a Subaru.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be pretty funny.
Do you have that?
Like the irony of that.
You think somewhere in America that
There's
exists?
a Subaru with a Confederate flag on
No.
it.
Do you think that exists?
No.
If it does, I hope there's a coexist sticker right next to it.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
There's I don't know. It could.
All right.
Trying to think.
Yeah, but if you want to send in stickers for Robbie's Subaru, feel free.
Yeah.
Don't say that. You're gonna get them.
Oh yeah.
Robbie, what stickers would you put on your car?
I used to be a sticker guy. I used to have stickers.
We talked about this, remember?
Oh, we did? Okay.
Because
yeah.
then I'm pretty sure people wrote in and got angry because I
'Cause Meg-
said something about the
That's
26.2, and
That's
then
right.
people were all,
Oh,
"Rah."
by the way, I think people might have been offended by the hydration belt thing last week.
They were.
But
I stick to that one. I don't care.
You don't care that
I don't
what?
care. Like, there's certain things. The reason why we review stuff
Yeah.
is because there's stuff that we find cool
Yeah.
and stuff that we don't find cool.
Yeah.
If you like wearing a hydration belt, good on you. If we say that we don't like them, we don't think they're cool,
Yeah.
don't at me.
Yeah.
People are adding you.
I know.
But it is, I think the utility of it, I mean, there's a reason Batman wears a utility belt.
Right.
It's right there.
Batman's the last dude to look cool.
Dude, Batman would wear a hydration belt, though, like for real.
I don't think he would. But at this point, he'd have hydration built into the mask.
At this point, I don't know. Would he? Because how would you get, like,
Dude.
there's just an opening in the mask. You know, a hydration, like a hose coming out, go gadget hose.
Right into the nose, like Kachoggi.
Kipchoge, circular nutrition.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think he would
Look,
have a hydration belt.
One of the reasons I also don't like the hydration belt is I have no hips. So it would
it's
slide right off.
So this is really all just about your self-conscious, no hips, no ass. thing.
I'm taking down the hydration belt industry because they've insulted me.
Okay.
But
All
you
right.
carry a handheld. Like
Yeah.
that's your
If
system.
I will. Robbie does.
Dude, I don't care.
Robbie does the
do that.
backpack. The reason I don't like
vest.
the vest.
But you can't race a marathon in that. Like a lot of courses just don't allow it.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So I guess if you wear a belt and that's what you're used to.
I'm just saying any hydration. If you carry hydration, you're not cool. Like, I don't even care at what it is. If you carry handheld, you're still not cool. If you like, I don't look cool wearing a hydration vest.
That is
dorky.
true. You definitely look cooler if you have the bike pacer next to you and he hands you the bottle.
Yeah.
That's the coolest.
Yeah. Bottle cloths.
Yeah. Well, I do it for you when you were on the trail.
Yeah,
and I
but
feel
I-
cool doing it because I'm like, you hold it out.
I've carried a handheld at my past 5 marathons. I don't care if it's not cool.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's not, I'm just saying it's not like, no matter how you do it, it's just not.
Yeah.
It's just different.
But you should stay hydrated.
Yeah, for sure. So that's why you got it. That's why I carry the vest with me, because Meg's like, you got to stay hydrated. You
Yeah.
got to. So I have two of the soft flasks
And
instead of one.
The reason I can't do the vest is because I like, especially in the summer,
Yeah.
if I want to take my shirt off, I don't want the vest would chafe me.
It actually doesn't. It actually helps with chafing because no, it does. Oh, you're saying chafing, but I with the no, I'm saying with the nipple stuff.
Oh yeah.
It that actually helps because it keeps your
It's like
shirt.
a sports bra.
Yeah, it really is.
There you go.
So I never have any issues when I'm wearing a vest.
Yeah, I just like I'll want to take a shirt off. And we live. Another thing is we live in the city, and sometimes they have working water fountains.
Yeah, but you can't rely on those. That's a real gamble.
But there's one that's been pretty consistent that I can hit up. So a bottle can usually get me where, like, I did the 19, you did the 20. You wore a hydration vest.
Yeah.
Did you tap that whole thing out?
Yep.
Okay.
But I like, and I filled it up
When
at
we're the halfway part.
yeah. But I like that, in a way, I like that it's heavier. So I feel like I'm training with more weight.
Like a weight vest.
Yeah. And then when it comes to the marathon, if I just carry handheld or don't, or just use what's on course.
See, that's why I like carrying the handheld to start, because then you get to toss it midway, and it's like you just lose all this weight.
And then you're like, I'm free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Single use plastic.
Are you going to go handheld for the...
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Are you going to use a handheld in Chicago, Big?
I don't know. Caster doesn't want me to, and maybe it is because he doesn't want me to look like such a nerd out there.
Yeah, he's like, I coach
He's
her.
probably like, oh god, she's gonna look like
Yeah,
an idiot
I
with
can't.
a handheld.
I can't claim this person on my roster.
But maybe I'll do it just to be like, What
No.
a nerd.
I
out
know
here.
when you're in a race, it doesn't matter because everyone looks like a dork. So you can definitely.
I don't know.
do that.
The women standing at the front, they look cool.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm
Jumping
saying
around,
every
bobbing.
average runner.
The rest of us in the back.
Yeah, I mean we've seen it. We've seen ourselves running at a what we think's a fast pace. It looks horrible.
Yeah.
It does, especially when we went to the track event at Under Armour and I saw people running my marathon pace. I was like, that looks ridiculous.
Yeah,
And it turns out that's me struggling along
yeah, it's not good.
the stuff. But yeah, I would say you can look cool. Like I feel like today I wore my miler stuff
Yeah,
and I liked it.
yeah, you look pretty cool. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Don't do that.
It was all black, Meg.
it.
It's your
Yeah.
favorite outfit. I was
Yeah.
basically looked like Meg's racing outfit. I had Alpha Fly ones on, all black kit, black hat.
No, it's the Raudacious Alpha Fly one that's the real kicker.
I'm
It
saying,
is the best colorway.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually like the original white and pink, not the Raudacious one that has the pink in the front. The white and pink one is the one with the wedge of pink in the back that
Okay.
Kipchoge used for what's that? What was Vienna? Where were they?
Austria. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vienna. Okay.
Which I love Falco. So if you're out there, hey Meg, you always ask, did we mention a song? Falco.
What is that?
I'm not going to remember that.
I'll remember it.
A song for what?
Rock Me Amadeus.
Whenever I'm posting our podcast on social,
Oh,
Vienna
okay.
in the
Calling.
stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not familiar with that. That's an '80s song?
Oh, it's so hardcore 80s. It is like Rock Me Amadeus or
I know that song.
Vienna Calling
Okay.
from Falco.
I know the Rock Me.
I think something bad happened to Falco too, so you can look that up.
Falco sounds like something from Neverending Story.
He's
I
from
was-
Germany,
I was
I
thinking
think, or he might be
the
from
Replacements.
Vienna. Oh, yeah, you're right. What's his name?
That was on TV the other day. That's such a good movie.
Yeah, what's Keanu's name in that?
Falco.
That was in Baltimore.
It's Falco.
Oh, is it? What's the thing in Neverending Story? Like the flying creature's name? What's his name?
Robert,
Why am I forgetting this? No, the
Steve,
is it just a tray? Is it a Treyu?
Might be.
Is that the? Oh man, this is terrible.
We should talk about this show.
we probably
while
should.
Robbie's Googling things.
Final check-in. We're excited for Meg in Chicago. I keep talking about that. But we're also excited for what we're going to be doing in New York. So if you have a later marathon, and maybe right now you're doing your training miles, stay healthy, stay positive, keep your eye on the prize. Use some of these other marathons to get you pumped up for your training and get excited to, you'll get your chance to share your photos on Instagram and do all that fun stuff too. So be patient, but stay smart. Keep those runs easy. Keep the training fast when it's supposed to be, slow when you're not, and stay the course. So we'll check in later. Like when I say later, the next podcast, because that's the last check-in. Meg, tell me about this shoe because you are probably the
It's Falcor.
Falcor.
I'm
Okay.
like, okay, I'm not crazy.
Of us, Robbie, do you think Megan's probably the most picky when it comes to running shoes?
Do you think I'm the most picky?
No, Megan. Is she the most picky?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Princess and the P.
I'd say, yeah.
All right. So if Megan likes a shoe, I'm pretty much like, okay. Now, I don't always think that you would agree with Megan's picks because I think she's softer than you prefer.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
wouldn't
like,
call me softer. I
No,
would say I prefer a softer shoe.
What's the difference?
I'm softer.
no, not
you like a softer
not
shoe.
softer.
It's implied.
not softer performance or athletic wise.
Okay.
Like just in the feel of a shoe, you like a softer feeling shoe.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, what's the important update to the shoe? All three of us have run in this. I'd say the most exciting thing about this
Did you
shoe,
say what it was?
it's the Vomero 17 from Nike.
By Nike. Yeah.
Or if you're in Europe, Nike.
No, they don't put the
They get mad at us for saying Adidas instead of Adidas and Puma instead of Puma.
I'm tired of Europeans getting mad at us for saying things differently or the metric system or whatever. It's like this is why we're America. We're allowed to do that.
Yeah, get over here.
Like I'm sorry, that's what we do.
And a matter of fact, it'll probably be called that by the time we're done with it.
Yeah.
But it's actually Nike.
Yeah. Anyways, so Nike Vomero 17. The new
Wait a second. Do they call Winged Victory the statue
Yeah.
Nike? What do they call that? Do they call it Nike?
Isn't it just? What do you mean?
That's the name comes from
Right.
Nike.
Goddess. Yeah.
She's not known as Nike. It's not the goddess Nike.
It's not.
No, it's the goddess Nike. So they're completely wrong.
Who says Nike?
British.
Yeah, like
They say Nike?
My sister-in-law, she's Irish. She says Nike all the time.
Yeah.
What?
It's completely wrong.
That's insane.
Nike was the name of the goddess.
Okay, anyway, can
Although
we talk
I will
about
say,
the Vomero?
in their defense, if you look at the word Mike, I mean, it makes sense. So I'll give you credit there.
Whatever.
All right. So, yeah.
So the exciting thing about this, and one of the things that we were like excited to try about the shoe, I think does make the most characteristic. It's the biggest defining
Get
characteristic
it
of
out.
the shoe.
What are you going
I
to
was
say?
trying to say it. It's the Zoom X mixed with the Cushlon 3.0.
And they removed the Zoom Air.
Zoom Air unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Zoom X layer on top, which is, Zoom X found in the race day shoes and whatnot. And then a bunch of Cushlon, which I didn't realize that was still a thing.
It's
but
Cushlon 3.0,
3.0, yeah.
which actually feels a lot like React to me.
Yeah.
So I'm not, is it React or not?
Is
What's
the
the
Zoom
difference
X,
between Cushlon 3 and React?
is the Zoom X from here up?
No, the Zoom X is this part,
Yeah. That's what I said.
closest to the foot.
Right. Okay. But yeah, so it's like half Zoom X, half Cushlon 3.0. I know I said I got some blisters on my run, which are probably self-induced, at least the ones behind my big toe. But I actually really like this shoe.
I like it too.
I really liked it too. I've been like wearing it for every run for the past probably like 5 days. I feel like this is what I want the Pegasus to feel like.
Yeah.
This is the premium Pegasus.
That's exactly. Yeah. It's like
The problem, the problem is Nike used to have the best design in the biz. Like the shoes, I was always excited just for the looks of it. And the men's version that they sent us,
yeah.
I'm sure they can color it in a way that I'll get more excited about it. But they sent us the restaurant version. What do you call it, Robbie? Service industry colors.
Yeah.
It's like this black. And they're trying to like make the material look like it used to look with the overlays, but in the weaving kind of give it that classic running shoe look. But it just doesn't work.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not that into the women's one is nice.
I was gonna say I like my colorway. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I like the fit of this. I felt like Nike tends to run narrow, and this one did not.
I'm either a size 10 now, or everybody's making their shoes a little long.
Yeah, I think everyone's just making their shoes a little long. I'm the same way. It's just almost.
Do you think that?
I thought this shoe felt okay though.
Do you think it's because a lot of people who are buying shoes in the public who don't necessarily know running shoes are like getting their regular size shoe and not half sizing up?
I think it has to do with something between Vietnam and China, because everyone like switched their factories to Vietnam, right? A lot of companies
I believe that's true.
during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
Which is
think
weird
it's
because they're
just
still owned by Chinese companies.
right. Yeah, the factories are owned by Chinese companies in Vietnam. Yeah. So I don't know if that's why, but I got the New Balance 1080 V13 in.
Oh, finally.
It's too big.
Oh,
It's the same deal.
I went a half size down and it fits perfect.
Yeah, that's what I needed to do.
Yeah.
But I thought this felt okay. I feel like Nike's the one brand that seems to be consistent with me.
Okay, you and I both really like the Infinity RN.
Yeah, which is for some reason people didn't like. I don't know. It is soft. It has the React X foam.
It's heavier than it should be for like a daily trainer. I don't think you should ever be over 11 ounces. Like you should.
Is it more than that?
It's over 11. I think it's 11.4 for mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize it was that heavy. Doesn't feel that heavy.
But I was going to ask you, which would be your favorite? Like if you had to pick one shoe for daily training from Nike right now, what would it be?
I don't know. After running the Vomero, it would probably be that.
Meg?
yeah. I'm looking at their lineup right now. I mean, I did like the Invincible, but I'd choose the Vomero.
I didn't like the Invincible. I felt it was too clunky.
I hated the peg.
I was just like, it's fine, whatever.
The one thing about this, though, I really feel like this shoe is specifically for people who might heel strike a little bit. There's a lot more cushioning in the heel than there is under the forefoot. And when I first went out on my first run, I was a little nervous about how thin it felt under the forefoot. Meg, do you know the stack on this?
Yeah, it's 39.33, I believe. Let me double check.
But the more I ran in it, the more it felt fine under
39 and a half and 30.
Yeah. So, I mean, a 9.5 drop.
Yeah, they're saying 10 millimeter drop.
But the I will say you're talking about the design, and yeah, I feel that on the roadside, trail side Nike, freaking on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you think has the best design? Just purely design.
I think the trail side of Nike is my favorite of any brand.
What about you, Meg?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go Adidas.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably.
I think
on the roadside for sure.
Almost
Yeah.
every shoe that they put out in the Adi Zero collection.
That's because they give us a clean all white with black logos.
But even their color ones are so good.
Yeah.
It's just not, I like that it looks modern, but they still have the callback and overlays and stuff like that kind of call back to the classic running style. So it's like I feel like at these shoes we're starting to see a lot of this, which is just a mesh upper that has no like character to it anymore. And I think that's why Nike tried to put in like the spots would mimic.
I will say Nike is good at making shoes that you're not that into at first, and then 2 years later, it spreads throughout their whole line, like the React Infinity or the Invincible, and you're like, oh, okay, that actually does look pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like they're good at breaking ground and taking.
I hated the way my Invincibles looked this year, though. The denim color, it looked like a pair of jean shorts.
It was a bad colorway, but the design was actually.
Yeah, the design's banging.
Yeah.
Like, you know who looks good in it? Ben Johnson. That dude has to wear Nikes, and he can rock them.
True. I wore the Zagama trail shoe to the O's game the other night. So I was like, it's a good looking shoe. It's comfortable. Yeah.
All right, so Meg, how many miles do you have on your pair?
Probably around 40.
Robbie, and you did a 20-miler and a 4-miler?
Yeah.
So 24. I think I have, at this point, I ran in them yesterday. I think I have probably close to 20. But you guys are going to shoot the video today, you and Meg.
Oh, okay.
And give people...
So that'll probably be out by the time this comes out.
Yeah, give people the real details.
And yeah, this is it's $160 and it just says coming fall 2023. So should be out soon.
Fall 2023. Okay.
160.
I thought it was out already. I didn't
That seems
realize
to be the daily trainer, the premium daily trainer price.
Yep, that's right there. $160, man. That's
Every 300 miles.
Yeah. That's one playoff ticket. I'm just thinking everything right now is in Orioles playoff terms. $160, like one playoff ticket.
So are you going to games?
I will get to one. I put in my name for the World Series just in case. But I don't have any procured tickets right now. It was a whole thing, but pretty sure I'll come across one at some point.
Robbie, excitement level making the playoffs.
Yeah.
What excitement level is that?
It's kind of like how I feel with Meg running the Chicago Marathon. I'm like excited, but trying not to think about it because I'm super nervous at the same time.
Okay. Orioles make it to the World Series. What's the excitement level?
I don't even know. I'm honestly doing the math in my head. I've told you this about the New York City Marathon is right about the same time that the World Series parade would be. And I'm, again, trying not to think about it because it just makes me anxious that I would somehow not be here or be like on the day like of our shakeout run or something like that.
So Robbie would have to bail on the shakeout. We'd be like, Robbie, we'll see you guys at the...
I don't know that... it's just... I can't
Don't worry about it yet.
I just
don't
can't
even worry about it.
But
it's so far away.
Excitement level, what would it be?
It'd be... I mean, I've been waiting for it my whole life. So it'd be, very... I don't even know.
All right.
Off the charts.
So we are going to have to... If the Orioles make it to the World Series, and...
It's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Exactly. If there are game tickets. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to figure out a way to get you in.
Oh, I'll get
I'm guessing they will have game tickets because people have to.
Yeah.
They still let people watch
I
it.
signed up for the lottery where they, you get a chance for pre-sale. So I'm fingers crossed. So if you want to put in your name and email and
Do we need to do a GoFundMe?
That'd be cool.
I would. You want me to
Yeah.
do it?
Actually, yeah.
I will. Yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely.
All right. Anyways, but I think that's
And then I'll
about.
go and watch you cry.
You're sick. You have a sick mind.
I don't even know what to do. I don't even. I
You're
can't
like,
even
did they
name-
score a touchdown yet?
Yeah. Like it's sad. I really probably have no names of the players on.
All right.
Because I heard when we were doing the run,
Uh-huh.
we're doing that long run with Jarrett this
Yeah.
week, and Robbie and him start saying names, and I'm like, he's like, no, I think he's playing third base, and I was like, or pitch the different pitchers
Yeah.
and stuff, and I was just like, oh wow, these guys really they know, like it's not
They
like
know positions of
like-
baseball.
yeah, but not just that. Like usually, like even on football teams, I'll know a few of the players, but you don't know all. Like I don't
Yeah.
know the whole offensive line, and
Like you don't know how many home runs and RBIs Gunnar Henderson has.
no, is that a real person?
Yeah.
Okay. So like it really was like I'm listening to them talking. It's almost like gibberish to me. It was like they're rambling random names, but they were into it.
Oh yeah. All right.
Makes sense.
Anyways.
That's
Well-
enough for this week, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Do we have any more sponsors?
No, go check out Kodiak.
Do we have any more
Lagoon.
exceptional reviews? I don't know.
Oh, we do.
I feel like the one that I read
Oh,
about
that's
Oh, I thought you were going
Tiki
to say.
Masala.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of good reviews up on the site right now.
Oh, yeah. We do. Actually, I feel like I had this idea last week and I forgot to say it. So I'm glad you brought it up. I was like, yeah, on the podcast, we should just say like what's happening.
Yeah. So this week we got the Topo Atmos review up. We also have the, we've done plenty of coverage on the Evo 1, but we have a written review up now.
The full review of that.
Robbie really helped clean up my writing, mate.
Yeah.
It's good to have
As
an
he
editor.
does. Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. I was trying to think what else. Oh, obviously, each week we update our training to New York City.
Yep.
So that's up there. And then a couple of our trail guys did the Cirque series. I guess this went out last week, but
Yeah, I saw that.
in Colorado, which is, I didn't really know what it was. They were just like,
Was Seth Epley in that one?
no, that was Michael.
Okay.
But it's a cool mountain racing series where they have it at ski resorts and stuff. And you just like run up and down the mountain. I guess Under Armour kind of
Yeah,
did
we
that.
did that.
Yeah.
But
we
I
did
think
that
it's-
at Copper
I
Mountain.
think it's like,
Cooler.
yeah,
Yeah. More authentic.
like the title sponsors are on and backcountry. It's like a real big party. And what's cool about it is that they have 3 different divisions. They have like sport, elite, and then amateur. There's like 3 divisions. And they all have cash prizes, I think.
Oh, wow.
For the podium. It's not a ton, but $100.
Yeah, that's Megan wins those all the time.
Yeah, so I think Michael, our reviewer, I think he got second in the one division.
That's
So-
cool.
Which coming from Alabama to Colorado, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Alabama, Arkansas.
Anyways, all right. So yeah, check out the stuff on the website and
Also, if you're looking for Meg's bagel recipe, it's on there, and her famous foot wrap, ankle wrap. What do you call it?
Achilles wrap.
Achilles wrap.
Achilles wrap.
wait,
There.
when's the Kodiak recipe gonna be up?
Couple weeks.
Oh, okay. I thought it was this week.
We'll see.
It's not going to be this weekend because we're going to Chicago,
Right.
and she's got to cook it and take pictures of it.
Oh, right.
Probably when I'm not running the week after Chicago, that'll probably happen.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What's the week after look like for you? What are you planning on?
70 miles.
Running wise or life wise?
Life wise, you just having some martinis?
I mean, I didn't really quit those
Oh.
during training,
Okay.
but
Maybe that's the key to this training block. Is that it?
yeah, you got to keep things
Exceptional.
sustainable. You
I like
know,
it.
can't go all in too much.
I do believe that, there's a fine line between keeping, like being normal and having human experiences and getting so into running that everything
Yeah.
revolves around it.
Like I would never have a martini the night before a workout or a long run,
Right.
but I wasn't totally restricting myself.
And see, I had a workout today. Who knows?
Oh, like if you'll have a martini later? Okay. I thought you meant, I don't know.
The only reason I wouldn't is because Meg's abstaining this week completely.
Yeah, that's good.
So maybe in solidarity, I'll just be nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. He says at 11 in the morning. Wait till 5 p.m.
All right. Thanks for listening. Anything else?
Nope. Hi,
Oh,
Mom.
hey, thanks to Brandon for editing this up. And thanks to all of you who listen, because without you, there'd be no Kodiak or Lagoon for us. So thank you so much.
Good luck to anyone running Chicago this weekend. It's a big one.
So
I know there's people listening who are running, so that's cool.
let's hope so. I was just thinking they probably wouldn't be listening because you'd use this on your long run, but you could use this in the plane to keep yourself entertained or just while you're traveling. And we will be hanging out with Kafuzi while we're in Chicago the Saturday and doing a little fun shakeout run with that crew. I'm meeting up with Lynn and Greg Itahara to get ramen. We're going to go out for ramen Saturday night.
Go.
I'm going to first get Megan all situated, get her pizza
Tucked
or
in.
whatever. Yeah.
Tucked in at 4 p.m.
Yeah. I swaddle her like a baby. And we did see a baby this week. We saw Jared's baby.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. Don't drink a 5-hour energy
Right before bed.
the evening before you go to bed.
Robbie, I will never drink a 5-hour energy.
Okay.
We good.
We're
Getting her whoppers at 5-hour energies after this race.
at the running event and a taco box. We're going to do a whole feast.
Yeah.
You just have to have one bite of each.
Do you remember, last thing, do you remember that time when Donald Trump bought the buffet of McDonald's for the college football players? That's what we need to do for Meg.
Okay.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah. They came to the White House and he just bought a huge buffet of McDonald's.
Did people like it?
Probably.
He loved it. That was why it really happened.
I mean, think about presidents. Clinton was a big McDonald's eater.
If you show up to a place and there's a full buffet of McDonald's and it's fresh, you're probably not going to be mad.
I mean, I'm guessing the White House doesn't have cold McDonald's. That's probably
man.
It's probably pretty solid.
I think it's Richie Rich. They just have McDonald's in the White House.
Yeah.
Let's go. I can't wait till we have robots.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thanks for listening, and good luck if you're running Chicago. And
That's it.
Hope your training's going well.